So welcome to Inverness in the Spotlight. We're so glad you're joining us tonight. My name is Lace Boone McLean, and I'm actually sitting here as the past president of this great organization. And joining me tonight is our new president, Bill Cato. So welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here again.
Absolutely. I like that past president title.
There you go. It's one of.
Although it's absolutely fantastic. It was lots of fun, and we'll still be working together as always. But what we wanted to do tonight is introduce the viewers to our new president, and let's just talk about some of the great things that you have planned, and some of your ideas and your vision for the organization, and some of the events that we have coming up.
Sure. Well, and of course, my vision for IOTA has always been pretty consistent with what I think the organization as a whole thinks, which is to promote our businesses and our community by virtue of making Inverness a place for people to be.
Mm-hmm. Have them, yeah, have such events that they'll come to, exactly.
One thing follows the other, and when they come to the events, they can see what the stores are and do their shopping here in town. If it's something they can get in town, we want to encourage them to get it in town and in our community rather than traveling elsewhere and spending their money somewhere else. Right. Might as well enrich our people.
And shop locally.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And how we intend to do that, of course, is through making Inverness a place that people want to be. And therefore, we're going to be continuing with our events that we've been successful in putting on. Hopefully, we'll have a very successful string of events this year, starting right with our participation in the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
That's always a good one.
We're doing it this time on St. Patrick's Day. It's going to start at 5:30, and we're
right
going to
there
be going
on Pine Avenue.
We're going to be going through the downtown area behind where Coaches and City Hall is, and it ought to be a great little parade, and everyone's going to be wearing their green. And,
exactly.
And hopefully there'll be more floats this year than before, but IOTA's going to be out there in force, and it'll be a good start to our activities for the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then just shortly after that is in April. I think we have something every month now, don't we?
We have a lot of things. In April, we're going to have a music on the square.
Well, we have the Taste of Inverness.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, the Taste of Inverness. So we'll be working with the city on that one.
We will be involved in that. And then we've got our first music on the square.
Exactly. And that's to coincide with the 100th anniversary of the courthouse. Or is
actually, no, that's
the one with Elvis.
This is actually going to be coinciding with the Elvis
That's
thing.
Right. Gosh.
On Saturday night of the Elvis weekend.
Right.
People that come into downtown are going to have their choice.
Right.
They can go to the courthouse to see the Elvis play being put on by the Historic Society, or they can come down to the other end out by City Hall, Brannon Banks, and we're going to have a stage set up and have a concert going on with some bands. I think our emphasis is going to try to be on blues and jazz.
Now, I don't think that's either or. I think they can do both.
Exactly.
They can go to the play and then come right down the street to enjoy the rest of our
concert.
concert.
Well, that's correct. You can certainly do both.
Sure.
And we're going to be at a different location to make sure that we don't walk over the sound for the play.
Exactly.
And so that both things are able to be done. And
exactly.
You know, it's for me, it's a great thing to actually reach the point where Inverness is a place where we can say, hey, there's two things going on at once downtown. This is exactly the kind of thing that my vision for what we want to do is.
Exactly. Gosh, we could stay all day downtown Inverness when we have the farmers market, and then there's the antique fair, and then there'll be a music on the square. One of those months, we have something going on all day long.
We do, and we've still got our farmers markets going on two Saturdays a month, and it's going great. I mean, the vendors are out there with all sorts of different things to sell, and the vegetables and the fruit that's out there is just out of this world looking.
Right.
And
that's just one of those events that just keeps growing and growing and growing. It only gets better and better and better.
It really is, and it gives people an opportunity to see what the local craft people and the local agricultural community in our town are doing.
Exactly.
And we want people to buy their vegetables local too, if possible. And this is a great opportunity to get really high quality merchandise at a reasonable price and come out and see your friends and neighbors and see what's going on in town.
Exactly. Then the next really big one, I believe, is the go-karts, and I can't remember the dates.
I think that's sometime. I want to say I think that's sometime either in October or November.
Yeah, that's later in the year, but that's going to be big. The city has asked us to work with them again on that, so we'll just be partnering up with them to.
And we'll see what what they want us to do, we'll be able to
Exactly.
provide some sort of assistance to them in that.
Exactly.
And it ought to be an interesting event. I mean, it was an interesting event this last year for the first time. And, you know, they say, you know, that first time around, you work the kinks out of something, and then it starts to get really good as it goes along.
It just gets better
so
and better.
this is the opportunity for the go-kart races to really take off and be something special. And then following that, of course, we've got our canine corner.
Yeah, that one's the one that's, you know, been tweaked and tweaked each year. It's just getting better and better as well. That one's so much fun to see the dogs come out.
Well, it really is. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never seen so many dogs in
I
one
know.
place in my life. And this year, you know, we're hoping to get 400, you know, maybe even 500 dogs.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
it'll be a great opportunity to get pet owners along with the types of vendors that sell the products that their pets use, make sure that they know that they can get everything locally if they're not already doing it. And then, of course, we have our contests, you know, the cutest dog contest,
all the
dog
different
agility
kind of
contest,
agilities.
what dog looks the most like their owner contest.
Exactly,
you know.
that's my favorite one.
That's the one I like. I mean, really.
Exactly. And then to end the year, we've been talking to the city to doing something around the holiday theme. And we got a surprise. Let's not let the cat out of the bag. But
we're hoping maybe something can come together for the holiday season downtown, in addition to what they've been doing.
Right,
with the
in
Christmas
addition
tree.
to what they're doing. We want to,
And hopefully we can put together something. There's 2 or 3 different ideas that are going around, and we haven't finalized it yet. They can maybe be done in conjunction with one another, or just some of them. And hopefully it'll all come together, and it'll really bring the Christmas spirit to downtown.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, that downtown Inverness just is such a great setting for Christmas, for holiday seasons, you know, with the decorating with the old courthouse and the Christmas trees and so on and so forth. It just begs to have something more going on.
Well, and that's the thing. Inverness is a community that's blessed with the way it's set up with that cul-de-sac area right there downtown.
Right.
And it's blessed with, you know, having a natural place where activities can go on, bands can play, different things can happen, you know, in the community.
Right.
And well, you know, I can't say enough about it.
I know. I
think it's going to be a great year for the Old Town Association, and also for Inverness.
Absolutely. I just love Inverness and Citrus County as a whole. Well, there goes our music, so that's our cue. We got to stop talking. So we're so glad you joined us for this segment. Stay tuned. We have 2 more. So we're looking at a really great year ahead of us, and we hope to see you in downtown Inverness or surrounding the Inverness area, either at one of our events, or please come on and visit us at one of our merchants.
There you go. Be there or be in the square.
Be in the square.